name is Romy, Casti Baby's sitting just here, and I wanted to showcase my art because I love my art. I have so much art in my room. It makes me very happy, and if I get to talk about it, I get to admire it and just spread some joy. I actually filmed this video maybe 2 months ago, edited it all up and never posted it and just got increasingly unhappy with certain elements in it. So I decided to refilm it, which I'm excited about because I get to talk about my favourite art again. When I was watching it back today to make sure that I was wanting to refilm it, I realised I unintentionally am wearing almost exactly the same outfit. My hair's a bit longer though.
And did I consider wearing the same shirt? Yes, I did.
So as you can see, I have a lot of artwork in my room. This whole wall is kind of a gallery wall. Yeah, we'll get to that. And then I've actually got a space over here at the end of my bookshelf that I have never shown, I don't believe, that has a bunch of Puffin classics and Disney postcards all on it. It's pretty snazzy. I've had that there for a few years. And then I have some little other things dotted about. And of course, I've got plenty of art on the bookshelf. And pictures of Castor. So, without further ado, and with the knowledge that I have removed the chai seed that was stuck in my tooth, let's begin. So first up, we'll start with the slightly, maybe only to me, obvious, this poster. If you have not read / watched The Princess Bride, skip this section, skip to
exactly the 4-minute mark.
That timestamp, because this artwork includes some spoilers. So this piece was originally over my desk on the other side of my bedroom, and one day I walked into my room and I found that it was no longer there, and I thought there's something different, and it's because it was no longer on my wall, and the line I had used to tie it up had snapped. The very large frame had crashed to the ground, the glass had shattered behind my desk, the print had been damaged, and the frame had also been smashed on the corner, very unfortunately. So I took that out, cleaned up the glass, and then I really didn't like having this bare space over my desk, so I moved the print, the artwork that used to be here, which is this gorgeous embroidered tapestry in a frame, and put it over above my desk, and for about a month I had a very large blank space on my wall. And finally I've got around to temporarily holding this in place with some tape and cleaning all the glass off, and I've put it up here, and I really like it here. I think that's where I would like to keep it once I get it actually reframed. And that's the story about why my wall maybe looks slightly awkward. So this is a gorgeous Princess Bride print. This print is by Wattlin Dub on Redbubble. It features all these different major story points from the book / film, and it's just so lovely. So it's got the Cliffs of Insanity, the Shrieking Eels, the Battle of the Six-Fingered Man, storming the castle, and I just look at it and I'm like, yes, this heart is full of love for the Princess Bride. And I want to rewatch it now, so thank you. Next up we have 3 of my absolute favourite pieces. The first of which does not actually live in my bedroom. It lives in the corridor, so every time I come in the front door or go out, I see it and it warms my heart and is just so special. So I have an amazingly talented friend, Arty Acho, on Instagram, and she is absolutely brilliant. Her art is incredible. I will link her below because she is so amazing. And I commissioned her last year to do a picture of my ghost OC, and then I commissioned her again this March to do a kind of family portrait, and that is the one that lives in the corridor, and it's this. So it's this absolutely gorgeous, 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 oh, it just makes me so happy, picture of me, my mum, Casti Baby, and Momo Boy. Every time I see something that Chulie has created, I am just floored because There's so much heart and talent and passion in them, and this piece is just going to be one of my favorites for my whole life. I just adore it so much. It's got the little flowers, it's got my family, and it fills my heart with absolute joy. And funnily enough, I just remembered, I love it so much that I printed off a copy for my room as well, and I put it in this tiny frame, and that lives on my desk. So I've got it surrounding me everywhere, and just, it's little surprises of love and tenderness, and I love it. The piece I first commissioned of my ghost character A, I have just remembered I had a disaster when I was printing it out and have not yet reprinted it. So that might have to be in a part 2, but I do have this gorgeous one that I was gifted for my birthday of my ghost having a lemon cake for her birthday, and it's just so wonderful, and I have this on my desk as well. And I can't wait until I printed out the last one so they can just be a happy desk trio of love and dreams. Next up we have this piece. This is actually one of the first pieces of art in my memory that I bought for myself, and it's this 3-tiered print, I don't know, that says, "The world is cruel but very beautiful," and I found out at least a year after purchasing it that it is in fact an Attack on Titan fan art. This is a show I have not ever watched, and I just love it. It's so beautiful and tells such a stunning story. I know the name of the artist was Olivia something, maybe Olivia, last name starting with an H, but I cannot find this artist anymore, which is really sad because I would love to see what kind of art they're putting out these days and purchase all of it. So if you happen to recognize this and know who the artist is, please do let me know. Next up we have this. This I know is a piece I have spoken about before because I just love it so much, and I feel like when I got it I was just spreading that love everywhere. I thrifted this piece, and it's this gorgeous wood framed picture of kind of castle ruins, and then there's this mysterious house in the background, and I just love the colours of it so much, and it makes me think of one of my favourite books and films, I Capture the Castle by Dodie Smith. This one I do not know who it's by. I don't think it even has a signature on it. But it's mysterious and inspiring, and I really love it so much. But when I bought it, I didn't. I decided to buy it maybe 2 years ago because I liked the frame. I really liked the frame, and I thought the art was okay, and I just continuously fell in love with the art. I actually planned on taking the art out of the frame and using the frame for something else because it is truly a magnificent frame. But I decided on keeping it, and it's now one of my favourite areas of my wall. I just love this tiered area so much. Next we have this print, and this sits on my little armoire desk, and it's just so cute. This print is by Sadmadrad on Etsy, and it is actually a Twin Peaks inspired print. When I first saw it, I was instantly in love with it, and I saw the name Audrey and I thought it was Audrey Hepburn. I think it is in fact Audrey Horne. Twin Peaks and I didn't get along, but this print and I get along. It says, "Isn't it too dreamy?" and it's like a picture of someone dancing, and it's just so striking, and I just adore it so much. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. The tapestry. I bought this a couple of years ago from an auction right when I started like discovering my love of art and wanting to create an art gallery in my bedroom, and I bought it for myself as a birthday present, and I love it so much. It's this vintage tapestry of some cranes or ibises, and it's just the colours of it are so calming and captivating, greens and pinks, and it's just beautiful. And it feels like it's in pride of place. Like you come into my room, you either see the bookcase, the art wall, or the tapestry, and I just feel like it's got some little flying Pegasus unicorn bunting above it. It's got my spoopy my spoopy fireplace below it. It's got a little reading chair in front of it, and it's just so cute and I really like it a lot. This next piece is by the artist LoverlyBones on Etsy, and I actually bought this for myself when I was buying some presents. This shop sells beautiful enamel pins, and I bought some for myself and I bought a gift. And I bought this as well. It was one of those things that you see and you realise that it's going to mean a lot to you. It's this beautiful print of a wreath encircling the words, "I will be strong in moments I feel like breaking. I will be brave in moments I feel like running." And that's something that I really wanted to remember. And I've got it on my bookshelf surrounded by my Luna Lovegood pop vinyls, and I really appreciate it. Next up we have another piece I thrifted of a beautiful, I think it's hand drawn, but I'm not 100% sure, a beautiful little church. It is titled York Minster. It is so dainty and gorgeous and intriguing, and I just really loved it. I think it only cost me a couple of dollars, and it's on my bookshelf and I can look at it right now, and it's very sweet. It's very sweet. Next up we have this print. This is a very new addition to my wall. I think I framed this up during my Rapunzel video, maybe? And it's this beautiful mushroom print from the Botanicum Postcard set. And I just love it so much. It's so lovely and interesting, and I really love the colours, and I just love the detail, and the mushrooms look really darn cute. So, I mean, there they are. I've also got this set between the mushrooms and the Attack on Titan print. I have this set of embroidered houses in little wreaths almost, with beautiful native flowers embroidered at the bottom. I got these from an op shop maybe a year or two ago, and I was only going to get one of them because this one here spoke to me so much and I just adored it, and I didn't really like the other one as much. But then I had a talk to myself and I was like, Romy, if you only get one of them, you're going to wish you got the other one. And I think they were $5 each, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna get both of them. And the one strange thing about them is I really wanted them to be side by side, which was a struggle to get this on my wall. But the frames are both slightly different sizes. One is just like 2 centimeters bigger than the other, so they don't sit quite evenly, which can be frustrating if I notice it. But otherwise, I mean, I think they look lovely, and I just love the kind of old cottagey houses. I've just seen for the first time looking at this that one of them has a little post box. I love that they are kind of obviously a set with the same flowers but in inverted. What a fancy tech term. And I love the little pathway on the second one. I just think they're both absolutely charming. And lastly, I'm just going to share a few of my favourite pieces from my postcard wall. So I have the Puffin Classics postcard set and one of the Disney postcard sets, and I just picked out my favourites from both and popped them up in an array on my wall. And some of these are just so incredibly beautiful, and I really love having them on display. They're really interesting, and I think they add a nice touch to my room. So that is all that I'm going to share today. I have so many more pieces of artwork that I would love to share, so there'll no doubt be a second, because sharing art makes my heart happy, and I love talking about things I'm passionate, and I am gonna do that forever, because be passionate about stuff. Share your love for things, support things that you are passionate about, and do what's right. And cuddle puppies. So that is all from me today. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you next time.